Hey, welcome back to Journey Junction with Coach Jay. And today, I just got a simple thing for you. I want to teach you about staying in sync, coming in rhythm with ourselves, staying in line with who we are and what we're trying to achieve. You know, when you're in sync with your mind, your body, and the soul, things become a little more easier to navigate. You can deal with the pivotal points in your life that causes you to bring up certain levels of stress, those de-stresses turning into eustress. I want y'all to understand the importance of staying in sync and understanding when the stress level has got too high and something needs to be done about it. When you feel that you're overwhelmed and burned out and just can't put your things together, that's when we need to have a pause. Boom. That pause moment where you can gather your thoughts and reevaluate your situation. So many times we're in a rush to try to make decisions that we're not in sync with what our body is saying. And we see this in medical terms when you see people who once never had blood pressure issues now have high blood pressure, all because they don't know how to deal with the stressors of life. And I'm not going to sit up here and try to tell you that I have all the answers and the way to go. But one thing I do know, if you're able to take a breather, you're able to step back from your current situation and look at it from all different angles. Sometimes this will allow you to reduce the level of stress or de-stress it to enough where you can manage of it and make decisions that can help you in the outcome. How do you stay in sync? Staying in sync is listening to your body, listen to your mind, listen to your inner person speak to you, and listen to what others are saying about your current problem. Now, I'm not sitting up here and talking about health issues and money issues and car issues. I'm talking about whatever it is that brings you a high level of stress. If it's from relationship to jobs, whatever in between, you need to be able to come to a place when you realize that these things are problematic. These things are calling unwanted and unwelcome stress upon your life. And these demands, if not handled correctly, are some of the answers why your body responds in the way that it does. And one of the ones that we used for the sake of discussion was the blood pressure issue. Sometimes this can be managed because of the fact that regardless of that is based off in that emotional push that causes that stressor to elevate, to illuminate, and to or increase and maximize, that causes you to be in an uncomfortable place. And when in an uncomfortable place, we make ill-advised decisions because of the fact that we feel so pressured to react that we don't know how to take that quiet moment and step back and analyze and look for other options to deal with that. What we end up doing is just running full force with it, and it causes a lot of problems. And these problems doesn't just trickle with us, but if anybody's close and attached to us, it trickles at them too, because sometimes you find yourself arguing with people who are there to help you, but because of your stress level is so high, you lose focus on what their position or role they play in your life, to the fact of getting out of this situation. And I'm not saying that ain't the best way or there's another way, but sometimes you need to look at how you're dealing with others when you're at these stressful moments. Oh, wow. You're saying, hey, but sometimes I can't control that. Sometimes I don't even know when I'm stressing. Yes, you do. See, that's a cop-out. Everybody can tell when you're stressing, but you. You know why? Because you don't want to take full accountability for your actions. Some people hide behind stress so that they can make things look ugly and be ugly to other people. And there's some people who are just so stressed out that they don't know what it is to be not stressed. I know that sounds strange, don't it? That they've been going through a situation over and over again, and because they never took accountable and never stopped and looked at different options and just running on the limbs, they find themselves building more issues of pressure, more stressors than finding solutions. Well, here, I'd rather help you find solutions and eliminate stress to where we can, where you can start controlling the outcome versus waiting for the outcome and then being a product of the outcome. In other words, you're not making proactive decisions, you're doing reactive decisions, and based off that reactive decision or retro decision, it causes you to have unwanted stress because the power to make the decision is taken away from you, because when you had the opportunity to deal with it, you just let it bypass. And believe it or not, some people are built like that. Some people believe that that's the best way to respond. And I'm not saying that my way is the best way. I just want to have you look at things from a different perspective. If you've been doing it this way for so long and the outcomes have always been negative, what would it take to try something new? Try something new as this. When you feel that you have a certain demand that's placed upon you, you can tell when you have stress because most people get tense, their body begin to close up, or they be feeling a certain type of way. Take that time and put things on a pause. You can always hear me say put on a pause, because I believe the pause is the best thing that we have working for us. And that is with us taking the opportunity to move out of this situation and into a place where we can take control over the next decision or the next changing point in our life. Remember, we're always talking about coming to a crossroad or a junction in a life where a decision needs to be made. And I want to try to help you to understand when your stress level is rising, there's a time that we need to seize and secure that moment where we can begin to focus on what we need to do next. We need to know what our next game plan is before we have to make that decision. In other words, you're seeing, let's just do this. Say that you have a bill that is due at the end of the month and you just recently lost your job. If you wait till the 29th in a 30-day cycle of a month to make your decision on how to pay that bill, then that's a lot of stress placed on you. Rather than when you found this out, say on the 15th, lost the job on the 16th, you begin to reach out to the people who you owe the debt to and see if you can make arrangements for the next month, knowing that you got one more check coming and it may be after the fact of the due date or before the fact, but at least you have an extension that will govern you some time to make those adjustments and other things to make sure that that bill gets paid. I hope that made sense to you. And that by doing so, you're being proactive versus the 29th and sitting up here now, got all that stress on you in the 30th hit and you don't have the money for it. Guess what happens now? Your stress level, which was rising as it got closer to the due date, it just went over because now you're facing the fact that whatever was supposed to be paid on the third day, it may cause a chain reaction where you're now without electricity. And without electricity, you can't work, you can't find no job, you don't have the internet, you can't cook. It goes on and on and on. And all that increases, and guess what? Stress level goes up there. And I'm saying if we are able to focus on this before and start putting steps in place, that hopefully by the 29th, we have got an agreement that we got an extension for even a couple of days, knowing that we got one more check to come, it should be in place. So that would eliminate that level of stress from that particular situation. There might be other ones, but stop trying to fix everything at one time. Fix one, close that, fix another, close that, fix another, close that, until all of them are resolved, or as many as you can based off in what you're facing. So what I'm saying is stay in sync means to understand that there are areas in your life that you can control and there's areas that you can't. What you can, stay in sync and come with alignment, be proactive, stop being retroactive or reactive. Focus on the task at hand. Listen to your body, listen to your inner man, listen to wise counseling, gather all that data, and then make the right decision for yourself that will help you to reduce the stress. Hey, this is Coach Jay, and I thank you for taking this time to talk to me. I look forward to having some more conversation with you, but I want you to stay in sync. Line yourself up with you, and then everything else will line itself up with that. All right, take care of yourself until we talk again. Go ahead and hit the like button, bell, thumbs up, do all that stuff that YouTube asks us to do. And if you're on the podcast, go ahead and do the same and look forward to it. But do me a favor, share this with somebody that you may think that's in a tough place, that's one of them crossroads or junction in their life, and they need some assistance. We look forward to talking to you. If you have anything you want to say, you can always hit me up at james@onemovementllc.com. And for you all that need more personal coaching or our business or whatever it may be for the betterment of you, even down to athletes who want that to get that maximum potential, get that increased edge. Look us up at onemovementllc.com, the website, and you'll see we have many packages that deal from the athlete to the professional to the personal to whatever you may do to help you to maximize your potential. We have a package for you. So look forward to talking to you. While you're there, go ahead and take advantage of that free consultation that I'm offering and see if you enjoy it. I look forward to talking to you. Take care.